The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Carolina Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Right to the air is Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it ends up 3rd down.
About the job there on the outside. Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
This opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And some room to work. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Deontay Foreman, 31 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. In trouble, and he's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow, he will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield now, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Burrow looking to pass. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. They run again with Foreman, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Darnold completes it, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go down as a gain of 6, 3rd and 7 now.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? You got to stop the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Here's Foreman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. Thomas has got it. Complete. He's got room at the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Darnold on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Faking the give, Darnold. They'll roll him out right. Oh, Darnold loses it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. A
play fake, and it's Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
On fourth down, Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Down inside the 10, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Now Foreman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Thomas brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Darnold now to throw. The quick slant caught. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Darnold. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Panthers have retaken a third quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down. Here's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Keith Taylor. And the take possession here at their own 6-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Chidobe losing. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
On one, ready?
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Mixon will try the right side.
To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Burrow.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
11 MTs, hey! 11 MTs.
Now Burrow on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Running left, it's Mixon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Another try for Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Another run with Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him, necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Here we go.
Now it's Mixon running right. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showing some tough running there. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Touchdown! Dallas Goddard as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by McPherson, nothing good.
And they can take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize the ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Philly. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
11 MT. Hey, 11 MT.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A handoff, running left, Mixon. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Mixon on the draw. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 29. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to the fourth-quarter lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive, the last of the double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's back to throw.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the big
NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On 2.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Yes, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon to about the 33-yard line. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, Burrow. Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Mixon will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. If this close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
All right, ready? From the 2 now, second and goal. Mixon again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Yeah.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence
fighting to stay upright. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult for him to win that.
Touchdown, Bengals!
Joe Mixon
from 6 yards away.
And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime, and even 50 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Manhertz as the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And this is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now Burrow on first down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. In motion, the tight end. Mixing up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
First down, here's Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
41 yards.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the counter, ETN.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Lawrence will throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Lawrence
completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 35 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
11. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm wondering.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. A good pickup there at 22. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
12. 11 MT. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals! It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dan Arnold, 55 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
On one, right?
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. In motion left goes Boyd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Agnew now to return. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's Lawrence.
finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give running right, Etienne. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And they'll run with Etienne.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Jags are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Burrow. He's got him in, complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one in.
Also, that sideline just took the lead. You got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Lawrence. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hill. And the Bengals
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready?
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
11 MT, pace. 11 MT, pace. 11, 11.
Now Burrow.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
In motion left goes Boyd. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
Now it's Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Here we go.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
From the 45 on 2nd down.
Burrow, open man is Chase, complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 30 on second down, Burrow. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Hey, 626.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Rodgers.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And again, it's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Packers 14, Bengals nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it can really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is taken in by Hurst. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Another try for Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Burrow. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-0.
Bengals nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
And now here is another interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Kansas City. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 7 76 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go draw play to McKinnon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to it.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by Baker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
There you go. There you go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and inches. Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 61 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And hitting Juju on the slant. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Burrow looking to pass. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The slot man in motion right.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34.
Here we go.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Finds
finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to Mixon on second down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go, here we go.
In motion left goes a tight end. Running left, it's Mixon. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Mixon on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. A gain there of 21 yards. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Mixon running wide side. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time. In motion left goes Boyd. Back to Mixon on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up the 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. 3rd and goal. Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes going to throw it here. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw is Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they get hit by 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now Mahomes.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in to any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away. And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one is incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the time as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,